Alright, so I picked up one of the Stihl splitting axes. It's got all this stupid paint and lacquer on it, which I don't like. I like linseed oil on all my handles. I just don't like the feel of it, and I think it looks stupid. It looks chintzy because it's actually quite a nice handle under there with all this, without all this junk on it. But it's got a collar. It's got a strike collar on it. The other one that they only had two. The other one that they had a big burr right there, and yeah, I could have fixed it. And it had a little bit better grain on the handle, but it also had, like right here, this looks like there's a void on this one, but it's actually nice and tight to that handle. I mean, you got this here, which they could have done a better job on these strike collars, or maybe there's a reason that there's empty space there. I don't know. But the other one actually did. I took my pocket knife and I could put my pocket knife down in there. So I was like, well, I don't want that one because I don't want it moving around and yada yada. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip all this nonsense off of here. It's a Oaken or Oxenkampf or some shit, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna take all that off because I don't like it, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just chintzy looking, and the way that you can't really tell the way they wedged it. And I've never had one of these, but they use Spax bolts, which is good. Well, there it goes, Spax. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty beefy. I haven't weighed it yet, but I will. I think I'm sure it's online, but I'm going to strip it down and then we'll see what it looks like. I will say that the paint on this was meant to survive a nuclear apocalypse or something, because that is the thickest, gnarliest paint I've ever tried to remove off something. So yeah, I'm trying with an 80 grit pad, and it is just, yeah, it's tough stuff. So I guess pretty good paint, but I still don't like it. All right, well, we're getting there. I think it looks better. I could leave it just like that, and as far as I'm concerned, it looks better. I don't know if I'll get to the head today. That's going to take a little bit of work to get all that paint off. But the paint was on there so thick you couldn't see the grain orientation on that handle. But actually, that first pad was a 60, and I changed him up to 120. I think it's starting to get there. It's starting to get there. All right. Well, I got everything off. I am going to do the head later because I got other stuff I got to do. But what I'll do is I'll put my mark on it and kind of makes it mine kind of thing, and then I'll burnish it, and then I'll linseed oil, and it'll look sweet. All right. So that to me looks 100 times better. And I didn't really do the greatest job on my mark, but I just used a coat hanger and a torch. So, man, it feels like I got a little heavy on the burnish there, but without that plasticky paint crap all over it, it just feels great. And it's way more grippy. And then as I use it, because I split a lot of wood, we burn about 3 cords a year, and I try to split everything by hand. If I can't split it by hand, I don't burn it really. I give it away. I get somebody to come pick it up. But what I'll do is on this head, I'll get rid of all this crap, and then what I'll do is I might polish it out here, get it, pretty dang sharp. It's really not all that sharp. And I mean, it's all right. So this is what it looks like burnished. There's my mark. I already put some linseed oil on it. I didn't really let it soak in very long, but I'll probably hit it again. The grain orientation isn't terrible. Lighting, there we go. But it looks pretty awesome, and it's got a big vein in it. I got a little carried away on this side right here, but it looks way darker than it actually is. You can still see the grain in there, and it'll wear down and everything, and you know, it'll get real. It's already really far more grippy than it was with that stupid paint on there. And then what I'll do is I'll probably polish this in here, get rid of all this stupid paint. Best I can. I don't know. I might never be able to really get it out unless I was to, were to rehandle it. But anyway, so I'll probably put linseed on that, and then hit it with the torch, open it up some, just back here, just a little bit, not red hot or anything. Not that a torch could get that red hot anyway, but. And then I'll put some linseed oil and it'll bake on, and it'll give it a nice patina, and it'll be pretty protective. But man, it looks so much better, to me anyway. I don't really care what anybody else thinks, but I should have put my mark on that side too, but that's okay. I think it looks sick. So I'm sure we'll see what it splits like. I've had the Fiskars X27 yada yada for a number of years, and it's actually annoyingly good. But I'll do a side by side. I don't think anybody's really done a side by side with these. They always go like Grand Force and stuff, but this is $100. The Fiskars is like 60, and just the fact that this got a wood handle, I just prefer that for something I can rehandle, and then obviously it looks better, feels better, yada yada. We'll see how she splits. I've got some ash that was standing dead. Stuff's pretty easy to split anyway, but we'll do kind of a side by side and see what it looks like. But yeah, that's it. I think it turned out pretty good. So the Stihl Pro Split Axe. That's what that is. And it was $100 at my local shop.